9:34 on the clock, on the dot. I'm on my laptop, giving a tea. Doom, 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 doom. I got a real stupid, silly, retarded. I'm just over it, girl. But it's a story that came to me. So pull up, participate in a good read. I ain't finna keep y'all waiting. And I got plans to spill this tea in places that y'all ain't never seen. Y'all know what I mean. So please make sure to follow the social medias that you guys see before y'all. Definitely the Twitter. Like I said, I have a goal to get to 1,000 followers on Twitter. So if you have a Twitter, please make sure to follow it. And if you would like to donate to the channel, the PayPal and Cash App is available. Um, and I do want to spend this time to thank a couple of you all that DM'd me this morning. I woke up to some DMs. For those of y'all that don't know, today marks 4 years that the good Lord swept through my mama room like a wrecking ball, honey, and swept her on right on up there with her child. He said, I know you love your children and your grandchildren and your family, but you know, it's time to roll, daughter. And y'all know my mama was a Christian woman, okay? So she answered the calling like she should have. But I see a lot of y'all really fool with me like that because y'all remember that, and it made me feel good, y'all. I appreciate that. I will say because I've been doing a lot, it really hasn't like hit me or whatever. I'm sure it will later on now that we're talking about it, but for the most part, y'all, I'm good. I'm okay. So I appreciate y'all that hit me up. I said I got a lot of mama bears up in here apparently. Um, I got a lot of mama bears up in here apparently. So I appreciate y'all that's been, hitting me up and sent me DMs this morning. It's greatly appreciated. I love y'all. Thank y'all. So this is what we here to talk about, and I am so over these feet. I am. I'm over all of them. I'm over the whole situation. It done happened. She done said what she said. She ain't taking it back. Everybody done did what they did, and it just is what it is at this point. Like this is y'all. This is just one big cesspool of toxicity from everybody one big cesspool of toxicity, and it's sad because this show ain't worth all that, but whatever. This story comes from Shadow and That Child, so I'm about to read it to y'all because I'm not about to be here long. Love and Marriage Huntsville, Marsau Scott defends Miss Wanda regarding her comments about Martell and Melody Holt's cheering. Marsau Scott of Love and Marriage Huntsville has been defending his mother-in-law at all costs. He is standing behind Miss Wanda amid her controversial comments and social media rantings regarding the paternity of Martell Holt and Melody Shari's youngest child. Miss Wanda has been receiving a lot of criticism from viewers for alleging that Shari cheated and Holt may not be the father of the daughter. But Scott says that it's not as simple as viewers think. Now, before we get into it, number one, that did not start with Miss Wanda. It was Leisure Suit that came up here talking about that he felt like she cheated and all of the rest of this stuff. And that's how she wound up going allegedly to the Chair and Chop Shop to do to allegedly. I mean, allegedly. She went to the Chair and Chop Shop and did what she had to did her due deals, honey. That came from her. I mean, from him. But moving on. Number one, Marcel Scott shares his take. During a conversation with his fans on Facebook, Scott stands by his opinion that Miss Wanda meant no harm toward Melody and Martell's child. Number two, in fact, he says Miss Wanda's dig was meant to hurt Melody after Melody took shots at Wanda online first. I simply disagree that the intent of Wanda's comment this time was to attack the child. She has made disgusting comments before, and I never held her up in the wrong. In this case, she was talking about an adult having an outside child and putting it off on her husband. I agree, indirectly, you're talking about the child. He wrote, per Urban Bell Mag. I also don't give a shit about who gets talked about because both were throwing stones on social media. You can't throw a match and not expect a bigger one to be thrown back. To make it end, stop talking about people. I understand what he's saying, but at the end of the day, I don't care. what whether she referenced it, in my opinion, she referenced the child. But that don't matter. That's semantics. At the end of the day, none of y'all have talked about nobody's children. All of that started with Miss Wanda. Man, I love you, Miss Wanda, but we're gonna be honest, especially today. I'm finna be honest, because all of y'all on my damn nerve. All of y'all on my damn nerve. And I'm just gonna be honest, all right? The truth and honesty. All of that churn talking, comparing churn, doing this, that, and that. All of that came from moving on. Number 3, Scott, y'all, my internet is active. It's not my internet, y'all. It's not. Because I used the Wi-Fi on my phone, the hotspot on my phone, and it still was screwing up. It's StreamYard, y'all. So I totally apologize if I'm breaking up or whatever. Number 3, Scott doubles down on both women needing to end the online shenanigans. In another comment, Scott added, I agree that they were both wrong and got what they've been asking for. I'm okay with them getting into it and them fighting their own battles. The idea that she went on live to talk about the kids in this case is foolish. That's like when they accused me of having outside kids. Were they talking about the kids or me? So when Mel told Martell, don't you got a baby on the way? Was she talking about his son? She was talking about him. Wanda was talking about Mel. And that came from the Shadow Act. Look, I'm not about to argue semantics because I'm sick of all of y'all at this point. Like I said, this show is just one big cesspool of toxicity over and over and over again. Every other goddamn week, y'all wind up in my damn courtroom. I'm so sick and tired of seeing y'all. Carlos, come get your people. Come get your people, Carlos. God damn. The housewives ain't even got this much shit going on. And they the real messy crew. Love and Hip Hop ain't got this much going on. And they the real ratchet crew. Like it's every other damn week, every other day. It is something being said. You getting online, defending this, defending that, talking about this, talk about that. And I thought all of y'all agreed to stay offline with the bullshit. And that if y'all were gonna go online, y'all was just gonna talk about y'all or whatever y'all got going on. Y'all won't go talk about each other or say anything to the other. If y'all had anything to say, instead of saying it online, instead of saying it on live, instead of saying it on the interview, you was just gonna come to the person. Hubby, and I love you, but it don't matter. The semantics don't matter. All of the cheering talk, comparing children, and all of that. No, and I love you, Miss Wanda. Take some accountability for that, Miss Wanda. All of that started with you, and this is coming from me, Miss Wanda, and I love you. You know, I had your back when I need to have your back. I had your back when they had that messy ass production dinner, and the whole idea was to just blame it all off, including their friendship breaking down on you and all of the rest of that. I had your back, Miss Wanda. So I don't want you feeling no ways, but we just gonna be honest here. Comparing the children, it started with you comparing your granddaughter's hair to their churn hair. Like all of that started with you then, and they got you together about that then. And all of y'all talked and all of y'all came to an agreement that y'all won't gonna do that. Well, it won't y'all. It was you. And I thought that you understood where everybody was coming from and you won't gonna do that no more. Like I said, Miss Wanda, you could have easily went in and have on Melodrama's daddy. Where he at? We don't never see him. We always see Evangelist Nessa, but we don't never see him. They say it's some dirt and some tea with that too. Like I say, there were so many things that Miss Wanda could have said. It did not have to involve the children. And that is the thing that, people need to understand. While no, she did not run down on the child and talk about the child like a dog. The child didn't have to be brought up, period, because there were other adult things and adult situations that she could have talked about, period. So, husband, I hear you, but I hear you, but I hear you. But uh-uh. Uh-uh. No. Okay? No. I just wanted to slide the first time. It don't get to be twice. No shade, Miss Wanda. You know I love you. And I'm not advocating for you to get off the show, because without you, what would the show be? You started a bunch of shit, Miss Wanda, and I'm glad you did, because it wouldn't have been nothing to talk about if you didn't. But no, leave the churn out of it. Talk about melodrama like a dog, like I do. Talk about Leisure Suit like a dog, like I do. Talk about Evangelist Nessa like I don't, because y'all know I love Evangelist Nessa. She remind me. But I don't even know why you talking about it anyway. Especially because you went out there and got into a whole fight almost with Leisure Suit. Until let the people tell you almost got your ass whooped. Then I ain't, like I said, I don't but bit more believe it was going to down drag out a TKO on you. I mean, but you know, the people caught you in a girdle in there. Anyway, that's all I got. I ain't got no more because my internet's starting to act. I mean, StreamYard acting up. So I guess they mean I'm talking too much. So yeah, girl, y'all jump down in the comments and y'all let me know what y'all think about this story or whatever. And with that, I'm gone. Back.